Ever so often an ATV comes along that makes every ATV enthusiast want it, and every other manufacturer go right back to the design table. The Sportsman did that by being the first big-bore utility ATV with IRS, and the Kawasaki Prairie did that with its big V-twin engine and its locking front differential. Now, sometimes an ATV just manages to combine existing hardware together in a way that works considerably better than any other machine. The Suzuki King Quad does that. Now, the new Grizzly 700 is a remarkable new ATV because it does both. It brings innovation in being the first ATV with power steering, and yet even without the power steering, it puts a total package together that changes the way designers look at ATVs, and consumers as well. An amazing ATV for sure, but now let's take a look at what we think of it after we've had it around for a while. You know, around here we bolt on a lot of products. And we build a lot of project ATVs and UTVs. And some of the products work, some of the products don't work. Some of the projects are okay. Some of the projects actually work really well. And then every once in a while a project comes along that is just phenomenal. The pieces go together and it's just unbelievably good. And that's what happened with this. So, you know, we're wrapping up our long-term 2008 Grizzly 700. And we probably put more miles on it, modified as our project Grizzly, than as it was stock, simply because this thing has worked so good. It's been a real equalizer for me, whether we got factory guys, manufacturers, magazine guys coming up, especially since most are half my age and exuberant, youthful, energetic, great riders. This is a good equalizer. I'll ride this while they ride the other ATVs, and they'll think I'm a way better rider than I am. This thing is comfortable, designed it to be comfortable at the speeds I ride, but it's comfortable as a trail machine at slow speeds and high speeds. It's just amazing. And part of that is because the Grizzly is a great platform to start with. The Grizzly, with its mass centralization, lower center of gravity because of the way the tank is and everything put inside here, keeping it all centered, it really makes a difference on how the thing handles, not just in tippy, extreme terrain situations, but also handling like a sports car on the trails. So, yeah, we've set this up with the lowered suspension, longer travel work shocks, radial tires, 14-inch Terracross radials, to be more of a sports car than a mudder. You know, it works really good at rock climbing, I'll have to tell you, and works good in the snow and the mud out on the trails. Phenomenal. Part of the thing that makes us so good, Yamaha has a great four-wheel drive system so that you're able to run it in two-wheel drive, or for me, running on fire roads and roads quick, I like to run it in four-wheel drive but not have the diff locked, and Yamaha has a great system for that. Also, the power steering is phenomenal on how well it works, especially once you do something like this, because you can put big tires, offset wheels that stick out, where normally you'd have extra traction and more offset on the wheels, changing your steering geometry and giving you more leverage, giving the wheels and tires, the heavier wheels and tires, more leverage to pull around, go where they want to do, and yank the bars out of your hand. And you guys that put big, heavy tires on it, you can feel that you really got to fight the handlebars all the time. Don't lie to me about that, because I know how it is. The power steering, on the other hand, you can put wheels and tires like this on. At slow speed, you've got easy steering over the rocks and the logs. As the speed builds, because of the potentiometer in there, the steering tends to tighten up a little bit so you don't have too easy a steering, so it works real normal. The greatest part, especially with the big wheels and tires offset at speed, is how well the power steering works as a steering stabilizer. Now when you can be going fast down the trail and don't see that log or that big rock sticking out and you hit it with one of the front tires, it doesn't yank that bar out of you and pitch you into the woods. You know, you can just hit it. You know, it takes your breath away, but you realize it wasn't that big a deal. It's almost scary how well it works because you can go so much faster and it builds your confidence. So in the long run, phenomenal ATV. The Grizzly stock form is great. Like every ATV, as I've said, I'd change the radial tires, better radial tires. When we get our 09, we're probably going to continue our tire test because we have some 14-inch ACTs that we need to try. The ACTs in 12-inch have worked really good on Outlander Max, our Project Brute Force. We just put on a set of the new 14-inch ACTs on our Project Razor, and we'll get a set and put on this and try it on our 09. And if that sounds like an excuse to put more miles on a Project Grizzly like this, you're absolutely right. I look for excuses to ride this thing.
If you want more information on the products, ATVs, or adventures featured in today's show, make sure you check out our website at atvtv.com.